Did you play cricket at any point of time in your young age? Because I see a lot of passion in you for your kids.
Yes, I used to play in my school days in Kuwait. I studied till my 12th in Kuwait. I used to play there with the school with the kids over there. That time there was no coaching, nothing. Just kids organizing matches and playing on grounds, open grounds, and there were some 2-3 good grounds where we were fortunate enough to get a chance to play in those grounds.
Amazing.
Nothing more than that, other than just playing it as a sport.
Amazing. That's great. But did you ever have any aim to play for a national team or represent some national teams?
No, not at that moment. But maybe when I came to India, when I started playing cricket there, maybe I had a plan to try in for district and all. But that also didn't realize, because by the time I came to study in India, I was about 18 to 19. And I think that the opportunity didn't serve it better. But I was more into football.
Okay.
I played a lot of football for clubs in Kuwait, as well as in my college in India. I got selected on college on my sports quota, for football, and I was a very active football player till my college days.
That's really great. I mean, it really makes sense when somebody is selected on a sports quota. That means must be a good player. So I can see that your passion, your hard work behind your kids, making them a good sportsman. Just coming back to your son, when did you first spot that both of your sons, specifically Cherian, that he has some talent of cricket?
It's actually I took them I think in 2010 when the ICC started their first academy. It was like their first road show, you can say.
Okay.
They were organizing training for small kids under 8, under 9. Under 5 and under 6. That's when I took them to.
So they started at quite a young age.
Yes, they were 5 and 6 years when I took them first for the cricket practice.
Can you share us top 5 challenges at the beginning of your kids' career? You know, when you started, you took them to ICC Academy, at least some challenges?
A lot of challenges. First thing is to be prompt on time on the timing for their practice. And doing it even when you see, when they start a cricket, of course, the improvement doesn't show straight away. It took probably quite a good number of time, but to see that any performance coming in the early stages. And that commitment, yes, we had to give month in, month out, days, Fridays, Saturdays, giving up our time, morning time, to go and see the kids practice. And those are difficulties seeing
your voice stopped. Voice stopped. I can't hear you. Hello, yes. Now it's okay.
Hello?
Now it's okay, yes.
Yeah, so I was telling how tough it was because the initial days, there is a period, I think, time when people give up when they see no improvement. When they see it is not worthwhile the time and effort we spend staying on the ground when we don't see any improvement. But the people who struggle and who survive are the people who keep on trying, who don't give up in between. The people who give up in between, the kids also will give up at the end of the day. But then if you keep pushing, that's only way the result is going to come out. And it took maybe 1 year since they started playing cricket for me to get a confidence that yes, they are improving. And that confidence kept me pushing them more and more into the game.
It became motivation for you.
Motivation. It became a motivation for me.
So I can buy in the lesson from your experience that someone who is really willing to do something in cricket for kids, he must have patience. He should never
Yes,
give up,
very much.
and he
Yes,
should be consistent regardless the outcome, whether fails
regardless of
or success.
outcome.
You just need to continue, and someday
Continue,
you will
correct.
find yourself in Ajman under 19 team, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
hopefully. Yes, yes.
that's great. That's really great. But can you just take us through the career of your kid until now? I mean, how he has performed, what are the teams he has represented, what are the major scores? I mean, just take us through his career route.
Yeah. Elder one, Cherian, has been playing from under 10, under 9 onwards, and he played Ajman under 16 twice. So Ajman under he represented under Ajman under 16 twice, and he's played district in India under 19 level also
Oh,
1 year.
really?
Yeah. So he was lucky to get good opportunities, and he did perform well in his school. In his school, especially, he has done very well in the school tournaments, and especially for his club also YTCA, he has done some good performances.
I can recall your son. I can call him as a bowler with a golden arm, because whenever opposite team are doing very well, and our bowlers, Ajman bowlers, they were not able to pick any wicket, and I have seen Cherian breaking the partnership. So there is something something, the mental strength. Looks like you have played a big role in developing his mental strength, right?
Yeah, yes. Even I have noticed that, but yes, it could be his mental strength that is helping him get those crucial wickets. I don't know, but of course, the hard work, it has to show sometime. It will come out sometime.
So what do you do basically? What is your routine? How do you discipline your son so that he can be consistent and disciplined? Because these are
Yes,
the yeah.
it
Yes,
is
please.
the basic training that has to be done in and out daily if possible. The batting drills. Batting drills is the basic, the front foot, back foot, the pull shot, the hook shot. These are just basic drills that has to be practiced daily. That has to be practiced on and off. You cannot stop those drills. Once you do those drills day in and day out and weekly, and practice hard, the performance will come. The performance will come out. It's no matter how bad player you are, if you practice, the outcome is surely going to come in one match, or maybe it will come in many matches. But the outcome will be there. The practice, the effort, the kid has to put in the effort. Then only the outcome is going to come.
That's right.
I
That's really
strongly
great.
believe without practice, unless you have to be extraordinary, naturally talented.
That's right. That's really right. Now the next thing, we would like to know what is your routine. I mean, how you keep yourself healthy and fit? Because generally what happens, fathers, they are the ideal of their sons. So son, they look up to their fathers basically. If your routine is very healthy, definitely your kids will have the healthy routine. So since I have seen that your kid is very fit and is very talented player, so definitely you would also be having some kind of healthy routine. So what routine do you follow?
Now, I go for my walks, daily walks, the 1 hour walks, which I do regularly, daily
One
on a
hour
daily
walk.
basis.
I mean, in spite of all this busy schedule, still you find time to have 1 hour walk?
Yes, in the night. Always try to maintain that. Although I don't do it daily, but I try to maintain the 1 hour walk whenever I get the chance. And especially at the grounds, whenever I'm at the grounds, I am walking most of the time. I try to keep the fitness level at those times.
Then how you save yourself from spicy, oily foods? I mean, what's your diet?
Diet is as simple as possible. I don't, as you said, no, not much of oily food, not much of unhealthy foods. More of the good foods. That's it. that controls, that becomes a pattern. And once you start eating healthy, you rarely go off track.
George, there's another challenge for kids like yours who are good cricketer. Generally, we have seen such cricketer that they are not good in the studies. So I would like to know how good is Cherry in his studies?
Cherian is doing okay. He's doing the amount of time he's spending for cricket, and it is not affecting his studies. That much I'm happy with.
That's great.
And he's maintaining it both, balancing it both very well. Especially, I remember, I think it was his under 16. He had a board exam the previous day. The next day, the previous day, he had a match in Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi for the Ajman under 16.
Yeah, I can recall that. Yes.
Yeah. So that day, and that day he was a substitute, and the next day he had an exam.
Yes.
So sometimes you feel a little bit this one, but he maintains it very well. He studies and his practice, and he keeps his time for everything.
But
He's
trust me,
self-maintaining. I don't have to tell him.
Trust me, it requires a lot of mental strength. I mean, without having good mental strength, you cannot keep such a good balance between studies and sports. Really, that's really great.
It needs mental strength.
Absolutely. And what's your goal for your kid? Where you look up your kid in cricket after a couple of years? What are you aiming for actually?
My aim is, as long as he plays good cricket and he's mentally and physically fit, I'm very happy. Because at the end of the day, this is main aim is to keep them physically and mentally fit, and this helps them no matter what they reach, where they reach. That's another question mark. That all depends on them. That all depends on their hard work and their men. But I brought them to this level. They are fit. They are strong. That is more than enough. And I hope
agree with you.
Maintain it.
I agree with you. What it says, healthy body, healthy mind.
Mind, correct. And that will help them, because I know that even at this age, my age, I know a healthy body and healthy mind makes a big difference. Even in work, in any aspect of the field.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. If you are a good sportsman, because in sports you win or lose on daily basis.
Daily basis, correct.
Maybe you will lose more than you win. So when you go into your professional life, you will be able to handle many problems very, very easily. You will not feel sad for any loss in your practical life. This is really great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mr. George, I would like to know. Yeah, please.
It's actually a life changing event. The physical and mental health. It will help you in a lot of ways. For the kids especially. Whatever difficulties they face, it will help them tremendously.
Absolutely.
So that's why I try to keep them mentally and physically fit.
Absolutely. And I really agree with you on this point also, because especially in these days, we are in a lockdown situation. We are going through pandemic of COVID-19, where immunity of a person plays a big role, who can protect you from not only from coronavirus, but at the same time it can save you from many diseases, many viral diseases basically. So this kind of habit, this kind of routine really help us and save us from all kind of problems, whether physical, mental or social, all kind of problems. I agree with you. So how you managed in this lockdown, because right now all the cricket fields are closed, nets are not there, coaches are not available, and nothing's happening in cricket on the ground. So how you maintained during this couple of months of lockdown?
Yeah, the kids have been doing the online fitness classes by YTCA. YTCA
great.
is doing the 3 times weekly fitness classes. So they are attending that. Plus, Charan is keeping his diet. He's controlling his food. So even though he may not be doing daily exercises, but his body He checks the weight, his weight is proper or not. And so far 2 months he hasn't gained weight at all. He's keeping that same weight, and that is a good thing. So he's controlling his intake of food as well as he's exercising, he's doing his skipping exercises and all, and waiting for the day till he goes out to exercise.
That's really great. We are just approaching to the end of our talk, but I really would like to know if you would like to take the names of any coaches, parent, mentors who has really helped you reaching your both of your sons at this level as of today.
Yes, at the beginning there was coach Indica for both of them, and then Indica introduced us to Mr. Shehzad sir when they were I think 10, 11 and 12. We came to Shehzad sir, and we have been with him for the rest till today. We have been both the kids have been there in the academy, YTC academy, and Shehzad sir has helped both of them tremendously in their bowling, batting, the practices. Whatever they have become today, whatever they have achieved today is because of what they have got coaching in YTC, what they have done in YTC. And Mr. Shehzad sir has helped a lot for these kids.
Other day I had a talk with Mr. Shehzad Altaf also, and even he was appreciating your your efforts for your kids.
But then it goes to him also, because you see the enthusiasm in him, in his coaching, and the way he coaches, he encourages kids to play.
Absolutely.
That is even more encouraging for me to see that, to push myself even harder, to push my kids also even harder. The effort he's putting on the kids, the time he's spending on the kids, and making sure they play well, making sure they reach somewhere. A lot of kids I've seen gone to YTC Academy who were zero and have become really good. A lot of children I know. It's because of the vision, I think, what Shehzad sir has, that you have to be involved in the game throughout, and he gives everyone equal chance in any match. If you see,
absolutely,
if it's bowling or batting, and I don't know about others. I've been to some. I've seen where children don't get much XP. If you're not a good player, you will not get either batting or bowling, or you'll be left behind. But this is not the case. That's why I've stated Mr. Shehzad sir. He gives chance to every kid to grow, and kids need that chance. Unless you get a chance to perform or play, you're not going to improve.
Absolutely.
No one is going to improve without sitting in the bench. They have to play the game. They have to. If they are a bowler, they have to bowl. If they are a batsman, they have to bat at whatever positions given. But they have to be involved in the game.
Absolutely.
And I have seen him done it n number of times. He has given all the 11 players equal batting, equal bowling chance.
Absolutely. There is no doubt about it. Mr. Shehzad Altaf, he's a star maker basically.
Yes.
There's no doubt about it. Yes. And now, in the end, would you, since you are one of the, parent of two successful cricketers, basically, I would call it successful cricketers. They are there because they are representing at some level at the moment. Yes. So, would you like to give some advices or suggestions to your, colleague, your parent, other parents, so that they can also follow your footsteps to make their kids successful, especially those whose kids are at the age of 5 and 6? Since your children, when you started, they were 5 and 6.
Yes. One advice only I can think of, which is very well, is not to give up. At 5 and 6, you have to be mentally strong to make sure your kid reaches practice every time. Not miss a practice. That is very important for at least till he reaches 8, 9, 10. And the performance starts for a kid. What I have seen, most of the kids when they reach age 10 and 11, then they really it starts to show on the performance. If you're starting from 6 or 7, but those 4-5 years is very difficult. But the parents should make sure that the kids are there at practice. Whether they don't see the performance come maybe in 1 year, maybe not in 2 years, but third, fourth, fifth year, 100% the performance will start coming. But the parent has to give the dedication and time. That's the only way I think. I'm sure that the kids can improve. That the parents have to give that dedication and time.
Really, thank you very much for your time, Mr. George, and I am really impressed because you are a working person, and not only that, but you are a marketing manager. Such a huge job, and at the same time, you give equal opportunities to both of your kids, and they are doing very well. And I think your case is going to be one of the success story for many of the parents who are going to start, who are thinking to start cricket for the kids, who are thinking to, let the kid join some academy and join some coach or something. It's going to be one of the success story. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time.
Okay, goodbye.
Goodbye.